All right, welcome back to So That's Gaming. As you can tell, this is just another one of them videos where the audio, for whatever, well, we know why the audio cut out. If you guys had watched the previous video, you know that my lapel mic, the battery died in the transmitter. So here we are. I got most of the cable management done, got the water pump, or the pump for the IO mounted and everything, and so just kind of showing off kind of things I got. You can see from the power cables there, the 24 pin, I got some cable combs hooked up on that, and you should be able to see right down below. Well, there you go. I'm talking about the cable combs right there. I got a couple of them on there, and I got the PCIe cables ran down there. I'll probably run them through a different slot. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I will run those. They're still, to this point, still not done. The build itself is, for the most part, complete. You'll get to see the final product and all that in a future video. And so, but yeah, so initially I was trying to figure out if I was wanting the cables to come up from the bottom and go over the top, then towards the back of the car where they plug in, or if they should come up from the side of the card up the back side where the back plate is, and then curl back down and plug into the car that way. I'm not covering up any of the RGB on the graphics card. Ultimately, the way I have it set up right now, I have it kind of going down over the front of the card. And so I do have additional plans for that, and so we'll show that off a little bit later. So now I'm gonna go ahead and push this the case out of the way, and we're gonna get to the meat, the juicy bits of this video. The unboxing, showing off the EVGA RTX, GeForce RTX 3080 for the Win 3 Ultra. There's still a lot of people that are waiting for this card from EVGA that have got into the queue system that they put together. That's how I was able to get mine. I had entered the queue on September 17th at around 2 o'clock. I had actually missed my window when they sent me my notification. I had some car stuff come up that I couldn't justify spending money on the card right then and there, but I reached out to them and they went ahead and let me order it just a couple weeks after the fact. So thank you, EVGA, for that. So opening up the box, we have this little box right here. It's going to have some mounting instructions, and you got the case badge. Again, like I asked in a previous video, are you guys, pro case badge? You guys not use the case badges? What do you guys do? Comment below. Other stuff that's in this, like I said, is the quick install guide, which is, well, if you're spending this kind of money on a graphics card, well, you should already know how to install it. I mean, as much money as this damn thing costed, anyone buying this either just has money to burn or throw away, or whatever. I'm actually looking through it because I know that this card actually does come with a support bracket that is specifically designed for the card. It's included by EVGA, and it only supports a few cases. I know mine's not one of those cases, but I never did any additional research to figure out what cases that this bracket is supposed to be for. And so this is what I'm holding right now, is that support bracket, and that mounts on the back side of the card. You have to remove a couple of screws from the back plate and then mount that through the back plate. So, all right, peeling that off. In this box, I got this little coupon doohickey to get me 20% off of the EVGA XR1. Spoiler, if it matters to anyone at all, I did go ahead and order the XR1 just for S&G. A lot of my videos on my channel revolve around, you know, console stuff, so I can use that to capture, you know, stuff from the PlayStation or anything else that has HDMI output. But here it is, the 3080 for the win. And the stiff packaging that they use is it's pretty stiff, so I'm like trying to reach around without breaking or cracking anything. And I gotta tell you, this card is all there. It's got some weight, and so once you get it out of the box and out of the packaging, there is like no weight left. It's like, yeah, there's nothing there. All the weight is in that card. It is a beast. And so I actually ended up ordering a GPU support bracket off of Amazon, which I have not installed yet, just because of how heavy this card is. I actually should have thrown it on my postal scale, just give you guys an idea of how much this damn thing weighs on its own. But yeah, it's pretty heavy. It is a 2.5 slot card, and here we are, the moment of truth. I'm finally opening this card that I've waited since September. I believe I recorded this video, I want to say, I guess, let me see, that would be the first, the 5th came on arrived on the 5th, so I guess it would have been the following weekend. But yeah, so yeah, because my processor showed up on the 5th, ordered that on the 5th, and it showed up like the following Monday, and then I recorded this that weekend. But so here's the back plate in all its beauty, glorious beauty. I'm trying to readjust the camera so I can get you guys some better shots here. But they actually put a lot of extra effort into this back plate compared to the previous backplate that I had on. I think what did I get? I think those were my GTX 970s. I ordered that, and it was kind of like a promo that they're offering the free backplates with it, so I ordered those. So I don't even think my 1070 has a backplate on it, if I remember correctly. I think that's MSI, but my original EVGA one was just a matte black. It wasn't, no frills. I think the EVGA logo was either etched into it or cut out. I can't remember exactly. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention. What I'm pointing out on the card is, since the card does have its own RGB, there is actually an RGB header built onto the card. So you can hook up RGB strips. I want to say I think it might have both headers on it for regular 5-volt RGB or 12-volt RGB, and 5-volt addressable RGB. So whatever you set the colors on the card will sync to whatever LED strips, fans, or whatever you're hooking up to the card. But here we are in all of its glory. What I was commenting here is where the EVGA logo is, it looks silver, and I was kind of like, what the heck? Because, you know, all the pictures you see of this card, you never see any pictures of it off, and the ones you do, This actually kind of looks more of a white look, like a kind of like a translucent white plastic. And it actually does not look that way. It actually has kind of a metallic look. And yeah. And so I thought it was really strange because I thought they made some other some more revisions to this card prior to me receiving it. Now, I don't know if I talked about it or pointed it out earlier, or if I'll do it later in this video. But if you notice on either end of the card, what a lot of people have up to this point referred to as the clown lips, the red plastic insert that's on either end. I guess they received a lot of comments and backlash on it that the ends are, that piece is no longer red. Mine on this card are black, which looks a lot better, especially since I'm going for this whole white and black color scheme. So that, oh, you just barely saw it. With my build, see, it's black. The little wavy part's black and not red. And the red would have just been like a major eyesore for my build. I might be talking about right here. I don't remember. But you can see this thing's a thick boy. And this card features 3 DisplayPort 1.4s, I believe. But we're 1.2, 1.4. And HDMI port, single HDMI port. It requires 3 8-pin power connectors, which I talked about previously when putting the motherboard together. Now, I think EVGA was following NVIDIA's recommendation as far as those capacitors on the back, which is why they didn't just cheap out and use 6 of those larger capacitors. The 2 sections in the middle have like a cluster of the smaller ones, which is better. So you can just, if you were noticing or if you were paying attention on the back of the card, you saw those 2 little headers. And so, but yeah, so this is the For the Win 3 3080 from EVGA. It's quite impressive. There is some small cutouts through the PCB that some of the airflow does flow actually through the PCB. I'm not sure if you're able to see that in any part of the video. Oh, you can kind of see it right there through the cutouts right there. You can kind of see the fins through the back side of the back plate. But yeah, see, there's those pins for the headers. So I spend quite a bit of time just like admiring this card, because there's, you know, you wait so long for something and you spend as much as this damn card is like you just want to like ooh ah for a while. And yeah, and so I'm talking a little bit about how I would have originally liked to have vertical mount this graphics card in my case, but due to its width, the door would have been like right up against the card, and since it only mounts by mounting on the back end of the case, that's still quite a bit of weight to be putting on just the mounting plate, I guess, of the card. It's a lot of weight, and so I mean, I'm sure some people have done it, but with the Corsair Crystal Series 680X, I mean, I've seen where people have come out and used a different kind of vertical mounting bracket, but I have a 10 gigabit card, which I still have to install into this case after this video, and that kind of vertical mounting would have interfered. And so from here, I don't know, I'm probably rambling about something stupid, actually. And we're just getting ready to kill the camera. I'm gonna lay the computer down, and we're gonna work on getting the graphics card just slapped in the case. So we're gonna cut here. We'll go to the next segment. All right, so we have the case laid down here, and got the 2 rear slots removed, ready to receive the card. All right, let's just grab that big old card and get it over here so we can get this bad boy installed, get it all lined up here, and then get our hammer out and just beat it into place into submission. No. And so I'm taking my time because, you know, expensive card, it's expensive build. I did notice a minor defect that I'm quite positive it was an issue with the case. But the rear screws that secure the card, the holes were not lining up. I ended up having kind of I'll cut it out, but I had to like push in the rear panel of the case. Not much. We're talking like maybe an 1/8 of an inch or something like that. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe half a centimeter. Whatever. But just to push it in to get the holes to line up to get the damn screws in there. And since it's just me, I was having a hell of a time because, well, it's kind of hard to support the card and then press in on the back of the damn computer while you're trying to hold the screwdriver in a screw and put it through the hole. So, but I managed to get it done. So let's cut here for a moment and we'll go to, that process being done. All right, just a couple quick twists and double check to make sure all my ports are lined up. And our card is tight, screwed in, locked in on the motherboard. And time to give this bad boy some of the all important juice. 3 8-pin PCI connectors. It's a hungry card. I haven't hooked it up to a wattage meter to see how many watts my entire system is pulling from the wall at idle, or while it's doing a stress test or during a benchmark or anything else. But I'm sure it's plenty. I mean it's not exceeding my power supply, obviously. I haven't had any kind of problems, but so yeah, I have some cable combs. I would have had that video recorded already, but I drive a truck for a living, as some or most of you might know, and my cable combs didn't show up, so I didn't have a video recorded to have like the GPU support and the cable combs, which is like one of the last things that I have left to do other than showing off some benchmarks and all that kind of stuff. So but yeah, so there we go. The graphics card's installed, and that's going to be it for this particular video. When we come back, we're just going to make sure that the thing powers on and posts and all that good stuff. So yeah, so stick around for that, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.